I'm Saab Johal and it's the 6th of June. I'm in Wellington, New Zealand. WWDC happened and it was a heady mixture of new pioneering hardware, but also delivering a mix of upsell and value that Apple needs to hit in several places in the Apple and wider electronics and services market. To cut a long story short, this was a promising event. Let's start with that headset. But actually let's not, because I think Apple is deliberately trying to avoid going down that road of being defined as a headset, but calling what people thought it was going to be called the Reality Pro, the Vision Pro. But here's the thing, this is not a mixed reality headset as far as Apple is concerned. No, this is Apple's first spatial computer, and my initial hunch is that this is a very smart move. I was looking to see how Apple would define this new device in relation to how it will function with its other offerings. Some people thought that this was going to be an iPhone replacement. I never thought that this was going to be the case. But the challenge was always going to be how it was going to fit into the existing ecosystem, so you could bring those assets into the new functionality and capability offered in this spatial computer. And now I think we can see a little of Apple's vision taking shape. Excuse the pun. Before I return to that, let's cover some of the basics. Vision OS features a three-dimensional interface with a low latency and an entirely new input system controlled by a person's eyes, hands, and voice. Users can browse through apps by simply looking at them, tapping their fingers to select, flicking their wrist to scroll, or using voice to dictate. Vision Pro crams 23 million pixels into two postage stamp sized displays, offering a wide range of colors and high dynamic range. This tech breakthrough with special lenses that give a high level of sharpness and clarity are designed to blow you away. People who need vision correction will be able to use Zeiss optical inserts to make sure their vision is clear and they can track accurately. Apple's Vision Pro spatial audio system is essential to this, giving you the feeling that sounds come from the environment and is totally tailored to the space. Each audio pod has two separate speakers to give out personalized spatial audio based on the user's head and ear shapes. Just to know, all this is theoretical. I don't actually have a set of these goggles. I'll come to that in a little while. Besides this already impressive feature set for display and audio, the Apple Vision Pro's eye tracking system uses high-speed cameras and a circle of LEDs that cast invisible light patterns onto the user's eyes for a responsive and natural input, which brings me on to talk about security features. The new Optic ID authentication system inspects a user's iris under various invisible LED light exposures and then compares the results to the protected Optic ID data held in the secure enclave to instantly access Apple Vision Pro. Now, all of that user's Optic ID data is encrypted, inaccessible to apps, and never leaves their device, meaning it won't be stored on Apple's servers. The interesting thing I was looking for was how this spatial computer will interact with other Apple devices. I was even hoping for the Apple Watch to act like a Nintendo Wii controller in games. I didn't get an answer on that exactly, but here's what we do know. They are talking about infinite screen real estate, enabling access to all your favorite apps, but with also support for Magic Keyboard and Magic Trackpad, where you can set up your workspace or bring the capabilities of your Mac into Vision Pro wirelessly to create an enormous private and portable 4K display with what they say is going to be very crisp text. There's also a new engaging and immersive set of gaming possibilities being trailed, as well as an immersive chill-out environment, diving into your own spatial photos and videos to relive memories, even wrapping a panorama photo taken on your iPhone around you, creating the sensation of being in the very place where you captured the panorama. And yes, FaceTime becomes spatial too, with everyone on the call being represented by life-size tiles as well as spatial audio, so it sounds like callers are speaking right from where they're positioned. It all sounds fantastic. I can't wait to get my hands on one. Oh, wait. The Vision Pro will cost even more than we thought it would. $500 over the estimated price at $3,500. Available early next year in the USA and rolling out in other countries after that. I think it's pretty clear that we won't be seeing a consumer version until sometime after that, most likely, given this timescale, 2025 or even 2026. Just a quick update today, so let's run through the major news headlines with WWDC. There's a new 15-inch MacBook Air with M2 chip and big liquid retina display with up to 18 hours of battery life in what they claim to be the world's thinnest 15-inch laptop. The 13-inch MacBook Air with M2 even gets a slight price reduction. There's also updates to the Mac Pro and Mac Studio with M2 Ultra chips. No word on the M3, which is not entirely surprising at this moment. As expected, iOS, iPadOS, tvOS, macOS and watchOS are all getting significant upgrades with some tasty new features that I'll cover in my main channel and here over the next few days and weeks as they become available for users. That's my YouTube channels for those of you listening on audio. But some of those features include FaceTime, now supporting audio and video messages that can be viewed or heard later, something that I'm very pleased about. There's also the new journal feature using on-device machine learning with personalized suggestions to help you get started in building a journaling habit. There'll also be a journaling suggestions API, which enables developers to add journaling suggestions to their apps too. Then there's the new feature update for Apple AirPods, adaptive audio, combining transparency and noise cancellation modes to adjust dynamically and match the conditions that you're in. I'm looking forward to that too. There really is a lot to take in, so stick with my daily podcasts over the next few days as we dive deeper into the various parts of all of these announcements. Vision Pro though. I can't help but think of the Avengers character when I say that to myself. I wonder if it will also have Jarvis's voice too. I think it's a knowing wink, and I like it. My name is Saab Johal. Come back for more as I unpack WWDC as a daily run of podcasts over the next few days. There's a lot in there to discuss.